So I have talked to you for quite some time. Okay, so as an entrepreneur or as a web developer or as a freelancer, which plugins do I use in my day-to-day regular life while using my system? Hello and welcome back to the episode of Rana Jayant, and in this we are going to see the plugins which I use. I'm scared because these are some of the secrets. Not really. After all, I'm making a video on it. Let's go. Okay, so this is how my browser looks, right? And I have opened Google Sheet so I can list them one by one, and I will be able to share you this sheet to you so that if you want to use them, you will be able to simply go and without even searching, you can simply go and make it happen. Just like how ChatGPT has been doing to you. Okay, so the very first plugin which I use is Vapalizer, and Vapalizer basically detects technologies used on this website. For example, if you want to see, let's say that you want to know that which technology White House government uses, right? Then you see that your button is over here, and then you'll be able to go, and then you'll be able to see that White House uses WordPress. What? Really? White House uses WordPress? Yes, White House uses WordPress for their main website. You can see that, and you can also install the plugin and you can go and see by yourself that they use this. Okay, now let's come back. And the next, plugin which I use often is this is Lightshot, and Lightshot basically allows you to take screenshot on a web page, and you'll be able to do that. And now I'm not able to for some reason. Yeah, it worked. And let us say that I want to point an arrow telling that this is Joe Biden. I don't like the color. Change it. Now, what happened? Let's try again. We took a screenshot, more like a screen capture. We took this, we pointed, and we wrote in white color text. Joe Biden, Biden, whatever you say, and you'll be able to make a corner on this. And that's an interesting feature here. So you will be able to save it, and it will be saved as PNG file, or you can actually click upload. And what happens that this photo gets uploaded, which it is doing right now, and then automatically it shares you a URL. So you'll be able to share this URL to anyone whom you want to, and they will be able to see this screenshot, right? Okay. Now let's go to the third plugin. The third plugin is Grammarly. It's a general, grammar checking tool. Yes, I do miss, I do miss many English phrases, or sometimes I make grammatical mistakes. So that happens. The next one is keywords everywhere, and keywords everywhere is it's a tool which allows you to see search volume of keywords, or if you're making a query on Google, let us say my name itself, right? You can see that the search volume is slowly and slowly increasing. Lately, I have been speaking to many events and startup events, so it is increasing. and that is something which you'll be able to see. You can see the same thing for other keywords. Let's say that running shoes, and it will show you. It will take some time, and then you'll see that running shoes search volume is quite consistent here, right? And it is consistent, especially in the month of, almost all the months are actually similar. For some reason in Apple, people are searching more, maybe because this is the season people search for. Okay, let me do a quick change. This is set to global. What I will do is I will do it to India, right? Now let's do another search, and then you will see a different search volume, 1,10,000 people searching for this per month. And once we hover on this, we will be able to see that people search for running shoes in December, January, February, and September and October more than any other month. January, February, March is or December is also very much understandable because this is the time people work toward their New Year resolution. So that is something which is there, and the pattern can be seen. And for some reason, maybe they are searching in September and October as well. Maybe because this is also the very good weather time, and people like to run outside because it's not very sunny, it's not very cold, so it is pre-winter and post-summer. So for that reason, now people might be searching on these keywords quite often. Okay, so keywords everywhere is basically used for keyword research, and you will be able to see the search volume here. You will be able to change the country, and along with that, it also gives you a lot of other information. For example, if you want to know the top ranking pages, or you want to know the top ranking keywords, or you want to know website traffic metric, and or you want to know domain metric, you'll be able to get that. And you'll also be able to do competitor gap analysis, or in bulk if you want Google Trends data or keyword trends data, you'll be able to get that, and analyze page content, bulk keyword data. And this is quite interesting because before this, you had to do most of its work by tools like SEMrush and Ahrefs, and those tools are actually quite expensive. But keywords everywhere is not that expensive. If you spend $10, you will get 1 lakh credit, and that credit will be valid for 1 year, so you'll be able to use that throughout the year, unlike SEMrush or Ahrefs, which costs almost $100 or around, and that validity is only for 1 month. So that is something which is interesting about this tool. Now you don't have many features which is there in SEMrush, but if you talk about general research, if you talk about bulk keyword search volume finding, there are many options available here, and you'll be able to do this. And the other interesting thing about this is you'll be able to do a lot of information. Let's say that I'm typing here uh, running shoes for women, running shoes for kids, running shoes for old men, and you can just click on get metrics, and you will see all this search volume, right? And simply you can copy from here, and you can literally go and paste it in your Excel sheet, and you'll see that the data is not just available for the general search volume, but it is also available in months. And what you can do is you can add this up, you can add all this data up, and then you can find the average search, and then you can prioritize your keywords. So basically what I mean to say is, once you have this monthly data available, there are many use cases in terms of SEO, and then you will be able to prioritize that keyword, and then you will be able to give that to the SEO executives or SEO managers, and then you will be able to do much more. So that's one of the reasons why I love it. And monthly search volume for last 12 months is often not available in SEMrush or Ahrefs. It is very difficult to get as well. And keywords everywhere makes it very simple. Just copy and paste the row, or you can also highlight the keyword while you're searching on Google by clicking on the star. It also shows you related keywords right here. So it shows you, like, all relevant keywords here. So if you want to highlight it, you can just click on start, and it will get added to your favorite keyword list, and later you can go and, like, you can check it out. So what I am saying here is, these options are available here. You'll be able to use it, and I have some keywords which were listed earlier, which has been part. But anyway, the whole point here is, like, you'll be able to save them and you'll be able to reuse them later. Okay, so keywords everywhere is a savior, and you should definitely give a try to that. Although you will have to take a premium of it, but it will likely be the best 10,000, like, I mean, $10 spent, not 10,000. This will be the best $10 you'll be spending on an SEO tool. So it's quite helpful, and you should definitely likely do that. Okay. Then we have what font. What font is a simple Chrome plugin which detects which font is being used on this website. So let us say that we are on keywords everywhere, and we want to know that which font is this. So we'll simply click on this, and can't read or change website data. Why? Um, okay. So anyway, there is some issue with this, and I'm not sure why this is not working. I will look at it later. But anyway, the whole goal of this, plugin is that you'll be able to click on any element of the web page, and it will tell you that which font is being used. It will also tell you the color, size, and this information can be used to develop website, or, get the information related to that specific font, and it becomes quite easier to do that. Sometimes you may just need the color, sometimes you may just need the font, and it becomes quite easier. So that's the purpose we use it for. And the next one is, full page screenshot. So let us say that we were using this light shot, and then we were using full page screenshot. So why am I not just using light shot? Because light shot allows you just to capture the visible web page. It doesn't allow you to capture the whole thing, and this full page screenshot solves that. And many a time when I have to point error to my web developer, what I do is, I will take a screenshot and I copy it, and I copy and give it to the web developer that there is an issue. I can point that out and he sees that, and it gives me an option to share using URL. But often what happens, quite often when I need full page screenshot, it is often for the client. So what happens that, I generate a PDF, or I generate a whole PNG file, a big large whole page PNG, and then I send it to them. And this data is often used in mail. So I send them the file, and, they feel that, yeah, the work is going in the right direction, or they verify, or they ask for changes and all. So it becomes interesting. Next one is translate. Now, why in the world I'm using Google Translate? Because shouldn't the website or the browser should have this default as a feature? Well, I don't use Google Chrome. I use Brave. I use Brave because Brave gives me the freedom of securing my data, and it doesn't just pushes me to see ads on YouTube. And there are many other, factors behind it. For example, MediaWire is a Chrome plugin which comes by default in Chrome, and I don't like to have it in my browser. So, and there are other, tools as well. So Chrome is bloated and it takes a lot of RAM. Earlier, when I was using Chrome on my Mac, so why in the world I have Google Translate in my browser? Shouldn't this be a default feature in my browser? Well, it should be, but unfortunately or fortunately, I do not use Google Chrome. I'm a Mac user. My Mac is years old, and although it has 16 GB RAM and 1 terabyte of SSD, Google Chrome was eating most of the RAM, and that was becoming a problem. The whole system was, becoming slow. So I was looking for alternate. I looked at Firefox, but what I felt was Firefox was not that powerful. Although I do have Firefox right now as well, but it was not that powerful. So I looked for alternate, and I found Brave. Brave removes all the ads, It is faster. It doesn't consume as much memory or battery Chrome was consuming, and it saves me a lot of RAM and gives a very good performance to my system as well. So what happens that I use it, and in Brave you don't have this default translator. So for that reason I have installed it, and Brave is a great browser. If you are someone who has been suffering for extra and excessive RAM uses in your computer, you should definitely give a try to Brave. Brave is built on the same technology as Google Chrome is built on. Both of them are built on Chromium, and Chromium is a very powerful browser engine, which is again built on V8 engine. So if you're someone who is looking for an alternate which is faster, and an alternate which can remove also all your ads on YouTube and other websites, Brave is definitely a give a go, and you should definitely give it a try. You can also try using the phone browser which they have, and it also removes all of this, and it is available on Play Store, and this one is available on the website. Okay, so that is it. Then we have SEO Quick. SEO Quick is a plugin. It's an SEO plugin which allows you to do a lot of stuff. Okay. Now, when I say a lot of stuff, let me show you that what it can do. So let us say that we have running shoes here, and right now I have switched it off. What I will do is I will switch it on, and what you will see is nothing has been added here, but now slowly it is being added. So this plugin connects with SEMrush, SEMrush, and it pulls all the data from there, and it also adds this small widgets, just below the result of the main website. So just by being here, I'm able to see that almost 2 million pages are indexed on Google. Catch has some kind of error. These are SEMrush related metrics. Rank or SEMrush rank is around 13.2k, and Myntra drives around 181k, which is 1.8 lakhs traffic per month, likely organic, which we'll be able to verify if we click on this. It will take to SEMrush page, and it will show you. I also mentioned that sometimes this data is inaccurate over here, and you get more accurate data once you go to the page. So that is something which you should note of. And absolutely, it actually drives around 71 million traffic rather than what it was showing here, and it decreased around February 2023, which is again Myntra is trying to cover up. It's a general process, so yeah. So that is what SEO Quick allows you to do. It also gives you a lot of information. For example, let's say that we want to export all this results in CSV file, then we'll be able to do that, and yeah, it will be downloaded, running shoes, and once you open that, you will find that all the data is available, and you can use this data for all the purpose which you want to. And you can also upload this data to Google Sheet, and then you'll be able to use. For now, I have this VS Code which has opened it in the raw format. You don't worry about it. Once you upload it to Google Drive, it will open automatically like a sheet. Okay, let me close this. The next one is a VPN, VPN plugin, and it's named BrowSec. And what happens here is this plugin allows you to visit a website if the website is blocked in your region, right? And it can be a government website, it can be an e-commerce website who do not want visitors from specific country. What I have seen is there are many companies which actually do not want to entertain users from India, like companies which are only focused to USA, Canada, Australia, and Taiwan countries. They don't want traffic from other countries. So in that case, what they do is they throw a 500 error or other errors telling that this website is down or this website is not available. But if I have to do some kind of research, I have to actually see that website. So in that case, what I do is I enable this browse sec, and you will be able to change the country, and then you'll be able to visit from this specific country. And there are many other locations, like 43 virtual locations available, and this plugin is freely available, and if you want to use it, you can use it. Just make sure that once you enable it, you make sure to disable it later, otherwise your internet will be slow. And that's a general case. So even though if you have 100 Mbps connection, this once you enable VPN, it won't go that 100 Mbps faster. It will actually cut down that bandwidth, because you'll be either using their free version, or even in paid it doesn't go up to 100 Mbps. So that's that a general VPN plugin. The next one is shortcuts for Zoho. I have been a Zoho user for quite some time, and this is for this is for their product. If I want to move to any of their product, I can just click on any of these. This might not be useful for you, so I'll just skip this. But if you are a Zoho user, maybe this is something which you'll be able to use. Next one is Z Share or Z Share, whatever you would like to say, and it stands for Zoho Share. So Zoho has this product which is basically an alternate to Hootsuite, but better than Hootsuite, where you'll be able to go and publish content, and that content will reach to all social media. Okay, and that's basically Zshare. And Zshare plugin basically allows you to save content to the draft of their tool. So let's say that you are browsing here and you want to save Joe Biden photo to share image via Zshare. That means that Zoho Share. Then basically you'll be able to save the content from here, and then it will get added, and you'll be able to publish it directly. So it is asking me to log in and all, but anyway, you have the basic idea what it is, right? It saves the content from the internet and allows you to publish later once you go to Zoho Social. Okay. Then the next plugin is Clearbit. Now Clearbit is a MarTech tool, marketing and technology tool, and it does visitor analysis. So let us say that you have a website and your website is getting visitors, and you have the default analytics, which is Google Analytics. Google Analytics gives you a lot of information, but if you want information of a particular user, and you want to detect that who this user is, or you want to know more about the information more than the location, then in that case Google Analytics will not be able to help. Google Analytics is helpful for doing general analysis, which is where the traffic is coming from, how much time he has spent once he has come to this landing page, what did he do here in general, or where which other pages he has gone from here to. But if you want to do or know for a particular user, Google Analytics doesn't allow that. Google Analytics, for privacy reasons, doesn't allow that. They have limitation. And Clearbit, what it does is, every visitor who comes on your platform, it tries to analyze it, and it tries to analyze based on the IP address, based on the information they have collected through the plugins or third-party data, and it tells you that which company this person belongs to. Let us say that you are a web development company and you serve to small medium businesses and small medium enterprise, and you are doing lead generation through Facebook or pay per click campaign, and you want to know that who have visited your website. Of course, if the person goes on your landing page and he submits the form, you'll get to know that. But even before that, you just want to know if 100 people have visited my landing page, who are these people? Why only 10 people submitted? And who are this 90 people who have not submitted? So Clearbit will give you an overview about all these users, and it's not it's not that you'll get all the data of every 90, every user of 90 user, but all the data which Clearbit has collected from its own database, and it's third party services. It combines all that data and it gives you all the information. It also tells you if your customer is the right persona, right? Let's say that you have defined, let's say that you are a web development company with a lot of experience, and you don't like to work, or your audience is actually not early entrepreneurs or early stage startup, but your client is someone who has 250 to 500 employees, and you want to solve them because they will have a good budget, right? So you will be able to create a profile on Clearbit, and with that, you will be able to filter people out if the audience is actually coming from that audience. So I will tell you one story. Insurance company, and it's named On Surety, and this company sells its service, insurance service, to B2B companies, to startups, to small medium businesses, to small medium enterprise, to big enterprise as well. Now, what happened that these people were running ads to generate leads. They have the sales team, they were running ads, and they thought that their audience will be on LinkedIn. Of course, LinkedIn is the place to, to run ads and get leads. And they were also running ads on Google search, and they were also running ads on YouTube. Now, what happened that these people were very positive minded, which is a good thing, and they were running ads. The lead cost was higher because, of course, it's B2B and LinkedIn will charge very high. And these people just gave a try on Instagram, and Instagram boomed. Like, the campaign was getting a lot of leads, and a lot of leads, a lot of right leads. So, what eventually happened that these people never thought that Instagram can be a medium to generate B2B leads, and these people ran ads there, and it really, it really performed well. So they went behind and tried finding the reason, and the reason was that everyone, once they are in their comfort zone, they open Instagram and they watch reels, right? So a lot of even higher level managers or decision makers or even CEOs, they actually open their Instagram and they watch reels. It doesn't mean that they spend a lot of time watching reels, but they actually open it, and that's the reason how these people were able to find the audience there. And I know about similar companies, and we have done advertising for other companies as well, where this has worked. And there are many case studies behind it that it works. So these people found out that the lead is of high quality. They were getting right leads. Even the cost of conversion was lower because it's not LinkedIn. It's a general audience, and they were able to reach and reach their targets because of this. So. Instagram became a right medium, and they were able to do that because they had discovered that, right? But today, if you want to discover that are you getting the right traffic, are you matching, are your leads matching the persona, then in that case, you will be able to install a tool like Clearbit. You can define multiple personas, and then you can see that even though if the visitor is not submitting the form, the visitor which you are getting is actually of the same persona, right? And it is quite important to know because let us say that an early entrepreneur who is looking to get his website built may search for HTML or HTML template, but a student who is searching for HTML, is a student, is not the right customer. So how do we differentiate it? Now, Clearbit will be able to do that with more accuracy because they collect data from multiple points and then they profile it. So that's something which is very interesting. The next Chrome plugin I have is Block Site. Now, Block Site is of course used for blocking the websites. Um, I have productivity issues. Sometimes what happens that I go to Hacker News or sometimes I go to Quora. Quora has been very bad, or Reddit, and no, I just continue to scroll, and that becomes a bad habit. And Block Site allows me to block those websites, and I block those in my productive times. Yeah. And apart from that, I think these are the Chrome plugins which I use. And there is one more which is quite important. It's called News Feed Eradicator. Now, News Feed Eradicator is a Chrome plugin which allows you to remove news feed. So let us say that if I open YouTube here, what you will see is you will not see the feed which is generated. Rather, you will see this quote, right? This is installed so that I don't get influenced by what YouTube is recommending to me. YouTube knows that what I watch, and every time you open YouTube, you have generally an intention that I want to go and search this, but when YouTube recommends the videos, like your mind gets diverted and you end up clicking on that, and it wastes a lot of time. So for that reason, I have used it, and it also works on Facebook, it works on GitHub, Reddit, Hacker News. It removes all that news feed and you save time. It also works for LinkedIn, by the way. So if you're someone who get diverted from your work, this is a Chrome plugin you should definitely use. So yeah, now we are at the end of it. I, as a general Brave user or Chrome user, I use these, and if you find any of these interesting, you can use it for yourself. And if you found this video interesting, see, this is something personal to me, what I have shared. If you find that these videos add value to you, then definitely go ahead and put a comment, like how it helps, or which Chrome plugin you found interesting, and I'll be really happy to know, because those small bits really motivate me to make these videos. Okay, thank you very much for watching this video. I will likely see you in another one. Bye bye.